And, you know, I got a slight word for the judgmental, man. Like, you know, I still, even to this day, man, you know, it seems it's like at this point, it's ridiculous. You know, when people looking at the content, the substance of my, you know, the substance of my recap, all this real life, real time situation that's happening in my life year round, 365, no rest, no breaks, in plain sight, within the borders, everywhere I go. You know what I'm saying? I have nothing. Like, there's no reason possible for it. And, you know, some judge you would say, okay, they call you bad things. You feel me? They call you things that they try to lessen your appeal in the eyes of others. And they call you things negative, like snitch and all this. And I'm sitting here thinking, like, okay, I want to see them. You feel me? I want to see how they handle the situation. You know what I'm saying? Being hunted like an animal in plain sight every day for nothing. Absolutely no reason. I want to see how they handle trying to go to the store with bullets and stuff following you. People harassing you everywhere you go. Lying on you, advance in order to have interest in your life to be able to steal your prized possessions. You know, I want to see how they handle that, you know. Being humiliated, lied on, smeared. You know what I'm saying? I want to see how they handle that. Having poison put into the ventilation of all of their apartments and home places. You feel me? You can't call nobody because they already know everything already. You know what I'm saying? And it's still happening. Like, I want to see how they handle that. You have no hope but to express on a social media platform. And I want to see how they handle when the most social media platforms start being attacked by the structures who know fully what's going on with your life, and they're trying to silence you. Somebody can't find out what's going on. I want to see how they handle, you know, surviving normal life and just being normal and living under these circumstances with nobody coming to rescue them. You feel me? I want to see how they handle that. I'll wait. You feel me? I'll wait. I'll show me. You feel me? Show me what you do in those kind of situations, you know? In plain sight, every day you go, you know, you got people, influential figures with more money than you got. You know what I'm saying? They're calling restaurants and places in advance, you know, and telling them to put poison in your food before you get there. You know what I'm saying? And you're hungry and you got to, I mean, you know, you don't understand. Like, I want to see how they handle all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? 365 year round, no rest, no breaks, no mercy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I'll wait. You know what I'm saying? I will watch. Show me how to handle a situation like this. You feel me? You know violence. You can't be violent. You know what I'm saying? You got. I mean, you're doing nothing but living the Bible. You know what I'm saying? You live in the Bible and you embracing the Bible the whole time, simultaneous to all these things happening. You feel me? And it still happen. You know, so I want to see that. I want to see what they do in those circumstances. You can't turn to violence because you don't have no means of violence, and you're outnumbered. I mean, it's impossible for you to fight against whatever is doing this to you. You know what I'm saying? You're ridiculously outnumbered, ridiculously overpowered. You know what I'm saying? You got no choice but to keep going, though. Or get tired or die. Then nobody will know your story. I want to see how they handle that. These situations organized and premeditated and designed on purpose. You know what I'm saying? With jealous, influential figures that trying to preserve some lie and, you know, protect some lie falsehood that they started decades ago. You know what I'm saying? Before you had the awareness to be able to perceive what was going on, or even possible to fight any kind of form. You know? And then having them continuously every year trying to make falsehoods into truths by distorting and destroying your life to make what they say become reality when it's not reality. And in spite of them watching contrary proof or evidence of whatever they were saying every year, all year, every day, you watching them perceive, you know what I'm saying, contrary things or whatever they're saying, but they still telling the world the slanders anyway. I want to see how they handle that. Which incites people to come violently attack your life. I want to see how they handle that. You know? Without a reason, without a cause. So I'm like, I will wait. Like, you know, they said, then they call you all these things, like you die. You feel me? Behind this kind of stuff. Like who are you being loyal to? By not talking about what's happening in your life. Nobody is helping you. It's way past the point of that kind of, you know, all that marginalization nonsense in that way. Like, it's way bigger than that. Like, I'm curious. I really want to know. I'm interested in learning. I want to know how you handle a situation like that. You know what I'm saying? You can't go nowhere. They already been threatened. You feel me? Wherever you go, they gonna go there and destroy you. With or without the borders. for nothing that you did, just the appearance of your reality, just the appearance of your flesh, things like that. So you get hunted in plain daylight, 24/7. You know what I'm saying? What else can you do? Nobody's gonna lift you up, get you out, nothing. Nobody's gonna pick you up. This is everyday life, real world, society, in the country, every day. Performing simple things. And you being hunted all the time. 3 years after you already let the structures know. And it's still just the same intensity, never changed. You know what I'm saying? So I be like, that's rough, man. So I mean, like, when people be judgmental, they don't have no idea. And you know what I mean? You don't know what a person going through. Feel me? I mean, I wear it good because the only thing holding me up is Jesus Christ. Literally, that's the only thing that has me right here all this time. You know what I'm saying? I mean, so I wear it good, but it's by no means a normal or calm, peaceful situation. You know what I'm saying? Unity is used as a weapon in order to secretly kill you. I've seen these things from experience. You know what I'm saying? Well, you personally might not have no ill will towards nobody, but everybody don't feel that same way. You feel me? So you got to acknowledge the reality at hand. And it's racism and fascism and, this Nazi stuff and all that. That's what all this had to be, You got no choice but to pay attention to it. Like, I mean, and so you seeing every day, every year, you know what I'm saying, people doing things, God give you the wisdom to discern. They making moves, chess moves, in order to later end up having it overcome or overtake you, overshadow you, destroy your legacy, everything you work hard for, honest way. Cold nights, you know what I'm saying, hot days, you know what I'm saying, through pain, while this stuff was happening, with all your pain, all your tears, you know what I'm saying, everything you have, you put into your art. And then to find out that it's people that's literally that have nothing to do with you. You feel me? Thousands of miles away. Somehow is like bear down on your work on top of all this other stuff. The only thing you have left, you know what I'm saying, is what you love, which is your passion, your talent. And you got these evil demons, you know what I'm saying, trying to like steal your stuff literally on top of everything else that's happening. It ain't nobody in the world that helps, even though the whole world see and knows what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I want to know how to handle that. Like, I'm curious. So people that give me these judgments, I'm like, okay, show me what to do in these situations. No violence, that's not an option. You feel me? So what else? I mean, what you do? Suicide ain't an option. God is the God of the living, not the dead. You know? And so, I mean, go ahead, all the lies, slanders disproven, you know what I'm saying, before they even started them. They premeditated all this stuff since I was a baby. Because they saw the blessing of God on my life. They put 2 and 2 together, knew that I was called in the earth for a purpose. So they wanted to make sure whatever that purpose was, then they wanted dibs in it. They wanted to make room for it for themselves in it. You know what I'm saying? Violently. And to no avail, really, because they might have stopped early, but I mean, what have they really accomplished for the world in the long term? Well, read the rest of the Revelations.